Oh yay, you're here. Haere mai e hoa. Come and join me. I found a fabulous book called Discombobulation. What a word! Look how long it is. Discombobulation. It's a Woody and Sir Humphrey story. It's written by Trevor Todd and David P. Reiter, and it's illustrated by Richard Hoit. Look at this gorgeous wee bird. The story is about this bird Woody. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a story? Let's begin. Woody the canary loved to sing. He sang, he trilled, he whistled, high and low, loud and soft, and everyone loved to hear his songs. It looks like he loves singing too, doesn't it? Woody is so wonderful. Woody is so clever. I love Woody's singing. We all love Woody. Well, almost everyone, with the possible exception of his blustery friend, Sir Humphrey, the very squawky princess parrot. That's Sir Humphrey there. Sir Humphrey had decided to find a way to make Woody stop singing. One dawn, as Woody greeted the day with a melodious trill, Sir Humphrey sidled up to his branch. "Woody," said Sir Humphrey slyly. "Yes, Sir Humphrey," replied Woody. "You shouldn't sound like that, you know." "Like what?" whimpered Woody. "Everyone loves my singing." "Or so they say," grumped Sir Humphrey. "Truth is, they all find it discombobulating." Woody's eyeballs spun around. "What's Bob? That word you said?" "Discombobulating," said haughty Sir Humphrey. "Say it after me. Discombobulating." Poor Woody. Woody thought about it and winced, before thinking about it some more. "Ready? Okay, ready, set, here I go again. Com. Oh dear, I still got it all wrong." Sir Humphrey stuck his beak skyward, tilting his head just enough to eyeball Woody. "Whether you can say it or not, my friend, your trilling is still discombobulating. So stop it. Just stop." What a mean bird. Poor Woody flew off to a different perch and sought comfort from a fresh banksia flower. "I'm a canary, and that's what we're supposed to do. But what if Sir Humphrey's right and everyone finds my singing The flower bristled ever so slightly in the breeze, but had nothing to add. So Woody decided to ask someone else. Not far away, Fishburne, the kookaburra, was preening his feathers for the umpteenth time that morning. "Fishburne," chirped Woody, "is my singing Kookaburra puffed up. "Do you mean distant or disgusting?" "Maybe," replied Woody to the first, "or maybe not to the second." Kookaburra laughed heartily, as kookaburras are expected to do. "I love your singing, little Woody, but that may be just me." "Okay," said Woody. "Maybe I should go and get a second opinion." A magpie had just snagged a grub off a noisy miner. "Myrtle," Woody asked, "do you find my singing disappointing?" Myrtle mumbled, eyeing off the noisy miner. "Maybe," said Woody, "or maybe not." "Disagreeable, then," said Magpie, gulping down the grub. No, said Woody, certainly not that. I love your singing, little Woody, but that may be just me. With that, Myrtle bounded off, leaving Woody to sigh. Maybe I need a third opinion. A lyrebird was strutting his stuff on the wood's edge. Larry, don't hold back, said Woody. Do you find my singing dis... Larry squinted at Woody's sad face. Disheartening? Maybe, said Woody, or maybe not. Disturbing, said Lyrebird, narrowing his eyes even more. No, not that, tweeted Woody. Do you love my singing? What's not to like? Larry chortled. I'm not a politician, huffed Lyrebird, scuffling off. What an amazing tail on that bird. Just then, Fishburne thumped down next to poor Woody. Hey, kid, laughed Kookaburra. I know someone we can ask about this thing of yours. Oh, thank you, Fishburne. Who? Fishburne chuckled his best Kookaburra chuckle. Owl, of course. Yes, chirped Woody. She knew about my feathers falling out, and that I was just molting. Why didn't I think of Owl? Wise old Owl had been up all night, as was her habit, and was very determined to get her beauty sleep before the full moon she expected that night. So there was a warning sign outside her hollow. Problem was, Woody couldn't read, even the last bit. What does the sign say? Please do not disturb. This means you. Uh-oh. Woody can't read that part. Excuse me, Olga, whispered Woody, tapping her gently on the wing. Owl raised one eyelid. You again? With all feathers still intact, I see. Very sorry to disturb, gulped Woody, but Sir Humphrey says... Oh, not that airbag again, Olga grumbled. What's he puffing about now? Well, Sir Humphrey says everyone thinks that my singing is bobcom. Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't get his word out. But he thinks it means I should stop singing. Look at poor Woody's face. He's sad, isn't he? Owl balanced on a claw and croaked as only wise old owls can without being rude. Woody, your cheeky friend is up to his old tricks. How's that? Asked Woody wide-eyed. Is Sir Humphrey a singer? Asked Olga. Operatic or otherwise? Woody shook his head. He tries to croon, but only squawks come out. Exactly, smiled wise old Owl, which is all he is equipped to do. So Sir Humphrey is just jealous of your singing. And by the way, the word you're after is discombobulating, which in human speak means to throw into a state of confusion. Oh, wow! So that's what discombobulating means. To throw someone into a state of confusion. Discombobulating. Interesting word, isn't it? Woody thought about it for a moment. But Sir Humphrey's always a bit confused. He's never unconfused. He just squawks and hangs upside down and then squawks all the more, which is kind of why I like him. Squawk! Well put, said the wise old owl, sinking back into her hollow. Now go back home, whistle and sing to your heart's content. All us trillless birds are much happier for your beautiful singing. What a lovely thing to say. Sir Humphrey was twirling round and round his favourite limb with this claw and then with that, pausing every now and then to squawk in his most ear-shattering way. "Sir Humphrey," said Woody, swelling up as tall as he could on a nearby twig, which wasn't very tall at all. "Squawk," replied the parrot. "Have you stopped your singing yet?" "No," cried Woody. "It doesn't throw everyone into a state of confusion, but your squawking does. So I'm going to whistle, trill and sing all day because Owl says all the other birds love to hear me sing. So there." Sir Humphrey barely managed to right himself on the limb. "Well, thanks to that meddlesome Olga, you've found me out. Squawk! Can you ever forgive me? Yet again?" Woody tapped a claw on his twig to let it sink in. "Losing my feathers was one thing," he said, "but my singing is something more. Promise me one thing." "What's that?" asked Sir Humphrey. "That you promise to take any future discombobulated squawking far, far away from me." Sir Humphrey choked back yet another squawk, gave a one-wing salute, and flew off into the scrub. Woody settled down on a thicker branch, puffed out his chest, and burst forth with a trilling he'd never trilled before. All creatures great and small listened. Everyone loved Woody's singing, and no one was the least bit discombobulated. Do you want to try saying that word with me? Discombobulated. Discombobulated. Well, that's the end of the story, but in the back of the book, there's some bird riddles, some jokes. Like this one here. Where does a 100-kilogram canary sit? Anywhere it wants to. And right at the back of the book is some information about the people who wrote the story and drew the pictures. If you want to find out more about this cool book, I'll put some information on where you can find it in the description below. Discombobulation. It's a good story, isn't it? And I'm glad that Woody was brave enough to talk to Sir Humphrey and say, actually, people do love my singing. Maybe it's your problem, not everybody else's. Hey, come back and visit me again soon. We'll find another good story, eh? Ka kite. See you later.